Arthur Hayes just wrote a blog post on what he thinks is going to be the catalyst for Bitcoin, whether it's down or up. There's a couple things I agree with it, and there's a couple things I disagree with this. Okay, so listen to this. We have the outflows of GBTC. Let's cover this first. The first argument for Bitcoin's recent dump, the outflows of Grayscale. The argument is bogus because when you net the outflows from GBTC against the inflows of the newly listed spot Bitcoin ETFs, the result is, as of January 22nd, at a net inflow of 820 million. So what does that mean? It means there's more money coming into the Bitcoin space than being taken out of the Bitcoin space. And I agree with that. There is more. So I'm going to give you my opinion on this, but let's go over to a second argument. Pretty much he's saying on his second argument why people are probably selling is that big or smaller banks are probably in big trouble. There's this macro environment thing that he's worried about. He's also concerned about interest rates as well. My thing that I've been pointing out for years now is that each consecutive year that we live, the US government is going to print more currency than ever before in the history of every other year because it is a debt-based system. And that's going to spur Bitcoin. Bitcoin loves monetary inflation. As you know, I've said this over and over again. I think that this argument is crazy. Now, the only concern that I have is that what BlackRock has up their sleeves. I don't trust BlackRock. I don't think any of you should trust BlackRock, regardless of how excited you were for the spot Bitcoin ETFs being approved. I've been on Twitter Spaces pretty much arguing with the entire team of people saying, hey, this BlackRock ETF is amazing. Well, BlackRock doesn't care about making you rich. Just keep that in mind. Now, here's something to calm your minds down. I know you're worried about the prices, but we are down 30% now. I'm going to go over just the 2016 to 2018 bull market. Keep in mind, this is a bull market. The first pullback that the 2016 and 18 bull market was a 38% dip. We're 30%. We are at our first major pullback. There's no reason whatsoever to be bearish here. The next one was a 38% dip. So keep in mind, 8% more than we've already experienced twice. The next one was 33%. The next one was 38% dip, 36%. And the last one before we went to a parabolic rise, almost $20,000. Was a 29% dip. This is completely normal, guys. So if you're listening to YouTubers or chartists or whatever freaking out about these prices, guys, you're doing yourselves a huge disservice listening to these people. Unless it's completely entertainment purposes, like just ignore these people. They probably have never been through a bull market before. This is my fourth bull market right here. Okay, I've been in this space a long time. I remember back when I was first starting this space with 2012 to 13. I remember it going from $90 to $1,150 back down to about $90 or $150 or something like that. So there was nobody to hold my hand back then, but I knew that Bitcoin was probably here to stay, and the fact that it has an inelastic supply, which means that they can't print more Bitcoin. You know what I mean? Like, it's mined, and that is subject to the law of diminishing returns. Because the more Bitcoin mining happens, the higher the hash rate, which means it increases the difficulty. And so you can't just, mine Bitcoin with a little tiny computer anymore. You have to have giant mining factories to hopefully get one block. So yeah, that's where we are right now. I'm not worried whatsoever. So I would encourage you to sit on your hands, do nothing, relax, and enjoy the craziness that's going to happen, because since we've onboarded these institutions such as BlackRock and all the other guys, the volatility is going to be off the charts. So to calm yourself down, just relax and realize that we are in perfect harmony with every other bull market that we've experienced before. If you want to see what we are doing with our portfolio and our market updates, I just did one today, kind of calming people down. Check us out, learningcrypto.com, home of the CT Club. Definitely, if you want to get more in-depth on what is going on in the market, I would highly suggest you check that out. And please like and subscribe. I'll talk to you soon.